Hello, welcome to our session on Lieux de Memoire. I'm going to explain you a major concept of Lieux de Memoire. What is the meaning of the concept and how it is being applied to the very study on transmission of cultural heritage in city landscapes. Let me first outline major idea behind the concept of Lieux de Mémoire as it was introduced by Pierre Nora, whom we know as the founding father of the very concept itself. Lieux de Mémoire, a kind of revolution in understanding historical narratives about memory and forgetting as a social construct. So, Lieux de Mémoire, according to Pierre Nora, means that in our study, research on transmission of cultural heritage, we should not focus on a kind of descriptive linear vision of understanding, explaining historical developments. Rather, we should focus on understanding history as a place which is filled with symbolic meaning. In this sense, history is being interpreted. It is not ready-made, it is not simply transmitted as a ready-made social fact. That is a major concept which Nora introduced into history, into social studies on understanding the past as a background for researching transmission of cultural heritage. So, Lieu de Mémoire is the place of historical memory. But the place is not just a physical material object, according to Lieu de Mémoire by Pierre Nora. The place is a ritual, is a symbol, and above all is the meaning we construct when we think about the past, when we try to understand whom we are, referring to certain objects, such as it could be a monument, it could be a flag, it could be art, it could be any physical and non-material object to which we attach certain meaning. So once again, this revolution in understanding the history of cultural heritage transmission is that we should be able to understand what kind of meaning do we construct based on our understanding of the past. So history is not like again ready-made storytelling which is transmitted. History is a constructed interpretation that is being filled with all sorts of different subjective meanings, being the outcome of interactions, symbolic interactions we enter through our lifetime. So, in this sense, Lieu de Mémoire, according to Pierre Nora, as applied to cultural heritage studies, is about deconstructing this static, linear vision of the history. Is about transmitting our actually changing the trajectory of our understanding of the past into a subjective construction of the meaning of the past we build upon ongoing interactions in our lifetime. In this sense, the place of the memory again is a kind of live, vivid process rather than a static, ready-made story. In this sense, studying transmission of cultural heritage and also symbolic construction of identity in the city landscape is very much, I would say, contextualized in Nora concept. So once again, we may find Nora's concept very relevant in our research, in our study on how cultural heritage is being transmitted by actually interpreting certain image, certain vision of city space. Now we can move into empirical illustration of Nora's concept, how Nora's concept has been implemented in different forms, different types of research on cultural heritage transmission, as seen through conceptual lens of memory and forgetting. Once again, let us emphasize that the innovative character of Nora's concept relies very much on explanation of very correlation between symbolization of phenomena and cultural processes as framed by the process of social identity construction. In this sense, let us refer to the very concept as understood by Pierre Nora himself. So here is again the evidence, the empirical evidence Nora brought about himself, justifying the novelty, the innovative character of his concept. And let me quote after Nora: "My project offered in-depth analysis of places in each and every meaning of the word, where collective memory of the French nation would be condensed, mirrored, and crystallized, instead of being a subject of chronological and linear research." Yes, and end of quote. Very much. That is precisely the essence of Nora's contribution. So the place is not again ready-made, ready given understanding of the past. The place is a symbol that is very much connected to certain construction of the meaning that we build for ourselves based on our understanding of the past. So in this sense, the ritual or habit are being like a conceptual lens through which we see our understanding, a kind of mirror of the past. In this sense, we can say that Pierre Nora introduced emotions, collective emotions, which constitute a frame of reference for building, yes, our own meaning of the past. We can, for instance, refer to, as a case, as an empirical evidence of the relevant character of Nora's concept, we can, for instance, refer to actually understanding the meaning of the national anthem. National anthem is also Lieux de Memoire, is a place of memory. And you see, national anthem could be approached in terms of like institution of collective memory, a symbol of common past, and of course a foundation of certain collective identity. One way of understanding the meaning of the national anthem is, of course, a kind of axiomatic understanding of the substance of the national anthem. We do not negotiate, we do not challenge, we do not actually reflect critically on the substance of the national anthem. National anthem, again, is an axiomatic image, in the sense the place with which we associate our understanding of collective identity. But national anthem could be also an inspiration for like individual and subjective interpretation of the past. In this sense, national anthem, as understood by Pierre Nora, is not just like text written, yes, and like material text put in the form of like lyrics with music. National anthem could be also like the place of a journey into a kind of emotional reality. We can actually build our own emotional world, which is the outcome of our own interpretation of what is actually, what do we mean by each and single sentence in the anthem. So we have different emotions connected to national anthem. In this sense, national anthem is a non-material place within which we construct our own understanding of a collective identity. So, to conclude, Nora introduced again this kind of revolutionary understanding of the place, the role of the place in understanding of the past. History as understanding of the past transcends the boundaries of fixed, established, ready-made, transmitted, axiomatic understanding of common past. In this sense, Lieux de Memoire triggers emotions, and emotions open this individual world within which we are trying to find our own way, our own meaning of the past. Thank you.